Good afternoon. Me again. I'm doing a robot challenge in Fallout 76. And the ones, I'm doing two of them actually. I'm going to hide the daily challenge here. I don't want to focus on these just yet. I will come back and do them. Okay. So the challenges I'm working on at the moment for some period of time, I don't know how long I'll do it, probably until I get bored. I finished the one that requires revolvers, and that was kind of fun. I read something. Okay, I'd been doing that across the way here at Dire Chemical, at this place over here, because robots spawn there, and it's I would just go and do it now and then. Occasionally, maybe every third time I would log in, I would just run over there and just kill robots with my revolver, and that was fine. I was using this weapon right here, which is a vampire's explosive, and I wasn't really making use of the steadfast because I was using VATS, so I didn't want to bother changing that third star around because it's just not worth it. But the vampire's effect and the explosive effect was incredible, and the fact that this particular revolver loads 6 at a time made it much faster. I didn't have to load one bullet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It would just all 6 bullets ready to go again. So that was nice. Now I'm doing the next challenge in my list of things that I would like to do, just because it's fun to sort of do all the things, is this bladed and this improvised. And then I'll probably do the blunt and then the no weapons equipped. The blunt one I'll be doing probably the exact same way I'm doing now, just with a different weapon. I just need to find one that has vampire's effect, because there's a reason for that. And then no weapons equipped, I'll be doing that after the next patch using power armor. And the reason I'm going to use power armor is because with no weapons equipped, you can't get the vampire effect. And that's going to be important, and I'll explain to you in a moment. See the vampires right there? Very, very, very important. This one, nicely enough, 25% melee damage when not moving, plus 3 strength. This is like the absolute most perfect melee weapon I could possibly use, except for maybe a two-handed weapon that has similar things, right? So this was a great find. I collected it maybe within the past 6 months. I don't remember when or where, but it was just like, ooh, that's good. I'll try to use that. So, the vampire's effect. I think I've described this in a previous video. There is a card called Ricochet, right here, in the luck. There's an 18 chance to deflect back some of the enemy's range damage. Now, interestingly, when this procs, so a little bit less than 1 out of 5 hits that the enemy does to you using range damage, which is most of these robots that are coming at me, where I'm farming these right now, a little less than 1 in 5, they're going to shoot me and it's going to reflect back. The interesting thing about this game is the game treats that as if I've shot them with my vampire weapon. So it triggers the vampire effect right here. So restore 2% health over 2 seconds when I hit a target. Now, you might think, well, there's a bunch of enemies hitting me. Well, it has a chance to proc every single time in this iteration of the game. With the next patch, they're changing it so it's less good. So I'm trying to get all the ones that don't involve using power armor, which is bladed, blunt, and improvised, before that hits in early December. I'm just sort of working on it today. And of course, in the off time, I'm repairing, one-handed melee weapons whenever this gets bad, and repairing my armor down here. Have I already done that? I'll eventually have to do repair power armor, but so I'm trying to get the vampire effect ones, which are the bladed, the improvised, and the blunt, out of the way before the patch. So once the patch hits, what I'll do is I'll use my Union power armor, which is tucked away right here, and I will be equipping the legendary perk. I actually need to switch this. Here, let's unequip this. and change this. Where is it? Taking one for the team, yes. Enemies take 40% more damage when they attack you if you're on a team, which I'm always on a team, even if it's just me by myself in a public team with extra intelligence, the casual setup. Okay, so there's another option that I can equip, which is really great for power armor, and that is... Where is it? Here it is. Electric absorption. Oh, go away, thingies. Okay, see this? It says 20% chance energy damage will recharge your power armor's fusion core. I don't care so much about that. I do care about the restore health option. I mean, the recharge power core is nice, but I tested this and it works wonderfully. I put on my power armor. I went down to, what's it called? Vault Tech Agricultural Research Center, and I just sort of stood there, and as enemies were hitting me, you know, my health would dip a little bit, they don't come back up, health would dip a little bit, come back up, and it was great. So I know I've got that secured, and then of course they're changing Ricochet so that it has an even bigger effect in the next patch, so that the damage that it reflects will be based on the amount of luck that you have. Now, of course, my luck will be lower because I won't be using, well, it'll be about where it is now, which is 19. And I think I need to get my luck buffed here using my fortune teller machine. Let's see what that does. See if that ran out. I don't know if it did or not. And I'll drink Charlie's food, which does another 3. There we go, 21. And so what happens there is when you're using Ricochet in the next patch, the chance to reflect is based upon your amount of luck. Now that wouldn't work for me now, especially because I'm using troubleshooter armor. And that's one of the reasons why I can do this right now and not be in power armor, because I take very little damage from the robots. When you know, it does actually make it through to me, any damage that I do take is very, very low. It's like, you know, 25% of what it normally would be, because I have 5 pieces on, so that's 75% damage reduction, and, you know, it's fantastic. The one thing working against me right now, and this is because Sentinel's bugged, is anytime Sentinel's procs, I get the full damage. At least, not including the robots effect. I think the robots does not get negated, but any perks that I have, anything like from fireproof or ironclad or natural resistance, any of these perks that I have equipped that are supposed to reduce the damage taken, I think it negates those, and that's a bug that people are talking about. So unfortunately I don't have another piece to put on to replace this Sentinel's armor, but you know, it's fine. I don't take that much damage anyway, and what damage I do take is being healed back sufficiently using Ricochet. Now I am using Serendipity, which is being shared from my other account. I've explained that before. So, and I'm playing a low health build, so while I'm below 30% health, I gain a 45% chance to avoid all damage. Again, I don't know if Sentinels negates this, the bug, but I'm using it anyway. Then I have Blocker, which 45% less damage from my opponent's melee attack. So if one of those enemies, like, you know, comes up and tries to thwack me, less damage there. Because I'm melee build, I'm using Incisor for more anti-armor effect and more damage. Martial Artist, swinging faster, 60% less weight. I don't care about the weight, I do care about the swing. And then Master Gladiator, three of those, 2 perks each, or 2 cards, 2 stars each, so that I can fill out my 15 here. That's a total of 15 points, which is the max I can do. And then this is the most I can put into getting Gladiator up, which is another, you know, 45% damage there. Concentrated fire, just so when I do any focus fire on the enemy's limbs, I do more damage, in theory. Fireproof, ironclad, much more resistance to enemy damage, especially the assaultrons. Like if I took those 2 off, you can see my energy resistance is 409 at the moment. which it can go even lower than that. But if I put those back on, let's find it. And I think that's what I had on, right? 459. Okay, no, I want the non-physical resistance. I forget what it's called. It's not that. I need to save this off. Maybe it is that. Maybe I do have that on. No. I need to save this to my... there it is. Non-physical resistances. So now I'm up to 498 energy resist right here. So that is really good when the Assaultrons are like beaming at you with their I-beam. And then, of course, I have 529 straight damage resist for physical attacks and for ballistic damage from like the Mr. Handies and any protectrons, which are, shooting, physical damage. I don't really need the poison resist or the radiation resist, but the fire resist is handy when it comes to some of the Mr. Handies do shoot flames, so that helps a lot with those, as does this fireproof perk. Other things I'm using, suppressor. So once I hit something, and I think this procs from ricochet as well. I think. So basically, if I hit directly or if ricochet reflects their damage back to them, they do 30% less damage to me for 2 seconds. Of course, I'm doing more damage from tenderizer here, so making good use of those points there. Let's see what else. Evasive, here's another damage reduction. So this is why my physical and energy resistance is so high. So I've got that. Adrenaline is helping with damage, so I'm killing much more often than 30 seconds per kill, so I'm doing 60% more damage here, which is nice. That's additive, not multiplicative, sadly. Talked about the ricochet, and then I throw this here just because I have an extra point to fill. I don't really have any other great place for it. So, and then of course Bloody Mess for just a little bit of extra damage. This 15% damage is basically offsetting what I'm losing by not being able to put 3 points in each of these. So 3, 3, and 3 would give me 5% more damage, and I'm out of slots there, so I'm just throwing it over on this side because I have the space here. So I'm getting the effect of 3 points in Gladiator, Master Gladiator, and Expert Gladiator, but not having to put them there. I'm putting it over here. So that's the way this is built, and I'm going for full endurance and full strength. Unfortunately, because I'm not unyielding, I can only get my strength up so far. I am using a chem. What was I using for that? Psycho buff, I think. I used one, and I don't think I'm doing anything else. I need to go grab some psycho buffs from my other character. I don't think this gives me XP, so there's no use doing any XP buffing, which is why I'm not too sad about not using Berry Mentats in this situation. That's normally what I would be using for the XP and the intelligence, but these don't give XP where I'm going, so it's sort of like a meh. Let's see what else. And they don't stack, so if I'm using a psycho buff up here, or maybe I guess it's down there. Berry Mentats doesn't stack with Buff Tats, sorry. I guess this is one of them. And then Psycho Buff is the other one. Basically, I'm doing this for the endurance, damage, strength. I guess I can. I guess I should go grab more Psycho Buffs because this is the superior one. Yeah, this is really good. The endurance and the strength really make me stronger, as well as the damage. So all good. Psycho Buff. So that's the way this works, and I'm staying below 19% health. That way that I also have Nerd Rage, which gives me damage resist, 20% damage, 50% AP regen, and I'm just, you know, basically very tanky, doing a lot of damage. I can usually kill Mr. Handies in 1 or 2 hits with this weapon. And let's go show you where I'm doing this. Sort of a trick. Make sure my buffs are up. Let's see, Bloody Mess, Kindred Spirit. Let's go play a bass here for a moment to get my AP regen back up. While this is playing, I'm going to go get more ice for my cup. Okay, I'm back. And of course I have this saved in my perk loadout manager and in this guy right here. So, it's my layout. I learned about this just today actually, and I'm sort of bummed that I didn't know this before. Go to the White Spring Mall. This is why there's no XP, because these robots don't give XP, because they're supposed to be friendly. But they're not going to like me very much.
We have a situation.
Here, I'll go back to third person because it's less congested. That was weird, I couldn't swing. You can see those guys, I can take them out in 1 or 2 hits. It's pretty nice. Okay, let's take, let's get some buffs going here. I need to go back and remake some food and stuff because I'm sort of not really optimized for this at the moment. Let's see what else. Where's my, oh yeah. Let's go take a Psycho Buff. If I take those too often, I'll become addicted to them, and then I'll just see that guy does fire. That's why I have the fireproof and the extra fire resist. These Assaultrons would be just melting me if I didn't have like 500 energy resist and all the other things that I've got going on me. The Serendipity, the Ricochet. It's funny to see them on the ground. But you can see I'm getting the my achievements going up, even though my XP's not. So it's basically just doing this until I get there, because they're basically endlessly spawning over in the corner here. It really is amazing how much damage this weapon can do when you're fully buffed. It's like these guys die in 1 hit. It's pretty amazing. Well, some of them do. Mr. Handies. Okay, let's let them remake themselves a little bit. Come on, guys. My other account's complaining that I've been AFK AFK too long. I'll have to swap over there. Go swap and do that. Log it out. I need that for the serendipity and for the empath effect that reduces my damage. Some nice fun hacking. Oh, I should probably point out the reason these robots are glowy blue like this is because I'm using lots of mods. And one of them, and they're all legit mods, they don't change any of the game files, they're augmentations to the game file, they're in a separate folder completely, in the data folder, so no manipulation of the internal game structure. This one is an ESP mod that basically makes the enemy textures or robots, this particular one, make them somewhat translucent and also sort of globe cyan blue for like metal, I guess. But it's nice because now I can see where they are behind walls, and I can see there's an assaultron being generated from that tube there, and so forth. Hopefully you can hear me over all this. Hopefully I have my thing set up properly. Testing 1, 2, 3. I should probably listen to this to see, but I can't do that right now. Come on, guys, you can move out here. I'll just come over here and wait. Sometimes they get congested and sort of compete for exit from the. That's another one. That red bar up there. This is when you're lockpicking, it's a mod that shows you where the sweet spot is. Tricky, tricky. Here, guys. Hopefully I didn't lose my adrenaline buff. I'm not really using that's for critical hits. I don't even know if that works for the melee weapon. Maybe it does. I guess it does. See, I'm seeing crit thing going up. I'll try it. I'll hold it down. I guess I've sort of been holding it down just out of habit. There's a flamer. Good thing I have good fire resist. Looks really weird with all these robot bodies here, all translucent. Okay, I'll come this way and let them catch up to me here. Come on, guys. Don't get congested in that room. Let's see if any have respawned at the other end here. None of the ones in the sides here that are vendors will attack me. I don't know if they will let me buy things.
Right there.
So there's a few that spawn down here. I should probably check upstairs as well. Downstairs, I forget where it is. Here they go. They're on their way. A little less congested down here.
Ambush. Ambush. Defensive protocols engaged.
Focus on the handies first because they die faster. The assaultrons get many more hits. And this is sort of, you know, sort of boring. Just sort of doing the same thing over and over. So, yeah, it's not super exciting once you figure it out. Figuring it out is the fun part. Actually following through with completing it is sort of like, just gotta do the work. It's funny when they get crippled and start crawling on their own. And of course I will have to repair. And to get out of combat I have a very easy way The refuge is right here, so I can just go through the door. And it's, as far as I can tell, nothing in the refuge is hostile to me. Blah! That was weird. So like this guy, I can try to attack him, and he's just like, hey dude, we're friends. So like if I need to come out here and I need to check my armor to see if it needs to be repaired, like my sword is down, this piece needs to be repaired, so what I'll do is I have some repair kits with me. I loaded up several onto my character for this particular reason. Normally I only carry one. Like if my weapon, for some reason I drop the ball and my weapon is unusable. Normally I don't play third person. I have to remember to power attack. The down. I guess it's not really doing much. Power attacking isn't really helping. Down, it's not targeting different parts of their body. Do these particular assaultrons not... Because I have VATs able to target limbs, like... Weird, it's just not... I guess there's simpler versions of the robots that don't have limbs. So hopefully the VAT's more damage effect is still taking hold. Otherwise it could sort of be a worthless endeavor. I could do without the camera zooming in and out all the time. That's annoying. I don't like it when the game changes my camera view. I should be the only one who can do that. It's one of the reasons I don't like third person normally, because it keeps doing that zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Sort of nausea inducing. Other people don't like first person because they find this nausea inducing. But notice how, I guess it is zooming in. I normally don't play melee, so that's not really much of an issue for me. I guess it's the same either way. 6 of one, half does of the other if you're melee. Let them catch up. See if the guys at the other end of the hall are back. Now these guys, see the vendors? They're not hostile. I can't make them hostile. Well, they're hostile. They won't let me trade, but I can't kill them and they won't kill me. Maybe I'll just stay down here. This is sort of a nice, nice open area that's not congested. Or maybe I'll just work my way back down for those guys to reappear. Now let me bring the game volume down a little bit more. I don't know if it's too loud, but I can imagine it's pretty loud. I am using... I'm pretty sure I'm using the compressor to duck, with a side chain to duck the game audio when I talk. But let me go check that real quick. Stop the video, please. Advanced audio properties. Filters. Yeah, I have a compressor, a sidechain compressor, or sidechain fed compressor to duck the audio by about 12 decibels maybe. Good luck. I set it up like a few weeks ago. Perk card. Check on these guys down here. Yep, looks like they're back.
Hostile target identified.
I should probably be swinging faster. I'm out of practice with melee. Back when I first started playing, I used a Deathclaw gauntlet, then a Mole Miner gauntlet, and I was really good at swinging it. And turns out that was not a very good playstyle for me. I was dying a lot and not doing much damage because I didn't really know the game very well. But I was having fun. I'll tell you what, the Meat Week event was quite interesting that way. That was back in before COVID. Come on over here, guy. Back. Looks like I'm dropping 3% of my frames for some reason. Perhaps a backup is running. Not him first. There we go. Now we can do it. For the Assaultron. It's weird not to have to reload my weapon. I'm so used to using a ballistic weapon / energy weapon that needs to be reloaded. Let's let them collect again. Especially now that I have these down here ready to go. I keep hitting R to reload just out of habit.
Continuing search for
I remember when I was first playing, just even fighting one of these robots was a huge task. Not necessarily in this building, but just in general. They did a lot of damage, at least to me, because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know how to gear up. It's like in leather gear or something. Loby leather gear. Be cool if some of these could be legendary. That would be pretty awesome, but they're not. So I have my VATS bound to the letter Q, so every time I'm finishing with an enemy, I have to hit Q again because I took Gun Fu off. I suppose I could put, no, let's try something. Gun food does add damage, so let's try it. Let's do this. Let's swap out 5-point adrenaline for the 4-point adrenaline, and then put on gun food. There we go. Now it's automatically retargeting. So why am I not hitting? Bugged, maybe? Ooh, interesting. If gun fu targets it, I can't hit it. Let's try that again. So that guy. Yeah, look at that. Like, it doesn't, I'm not hitting it. Okay, well, screw that idea. Go back to the other way. Interesting to know that gun food. I don't know if that's because it's supposed to be guns, because it's gun food. Is that like gung ho? For whatever reason, it's like it turns off being able to hit. So yeah, when the patch comes out and I'm wearing power armor, it won't be troubleshooter, but that won't matter because the amount of ricochet that I'm getting, well, power armor has an innate damage reduction built in. It's like 45% of damage reduction of, you know, ballistic energy, whatever. And then, although it might not be energy, I don't know. I'm not a super expert in power armor. But it's got a lot of built-in damage mitigation, especially for radiation, which is why you see so many players using them in like radiation zones, or just in general, because players sort of, they're just lazy. They don't want to have to think too hard, which I can understand. You know, you just want to shoot things. You don't want to have to like math everything out and watch your health and all that crap. But I sort of like that gameplay where I'm low health and unyielding, and I have to micromanage my health levels and my food levels and all that shit. Some people just don't like that, and I'm not going to knock them for it. It's, that's their fun. But in power armor, you have straight damage mitigation. 45% of all incoming damage is mitigated, as far as I know. That might just be ballistic. I'll have to double check. And then 90% of all radiation is stopped before anything else, and this is before any other calculations are done. Whether things are missing, whether things are this, that, or the other. As far as I know, that's how it works. And the reason I won't need troubleshooter armor is because of that legendary perk, which even when damage does come through, it's being mitigated greatly. I'll have other perks as well. Not serendipity, because serendipity doesn't work. But ricochet will work. So I'll be using that, and then the 45% straight mitigation from power armor, and then that electric absorption or electric whatever it's called, the legendary perk, will be healing me every time something damages me, or a percentage of the time. So even though I will be taking some damage, it gets negated. Sort of like how the vampire weapon does here. When something hits me, it ricochets, or when ranged hits me, it ricochets, and I get healing. So if you've been watching my health bar in the lower left corner, yes, I'm down to 18.4% of my overall health, which is, pretty good because of all the endurance perks that I have. And it's not being, eliminated through, because I'm unyielding. I'm just using troubleshooter. So what is my health right now? Let's hit K and look at my status. I am at 66 health. So yeah, something can damage me a little bit, but it's going to heal me right back up. It's like magic. It's weird. You know, when I first tried it, I was like, wow, this is like magic. How can it do this? It's, I guess it is doing it. Very interesting. I have such a long way to go with the improvised weapon. Madly clicking my left mouse button. Should probably kill the gutsy first. Let's go to the other end and see what's going on. This guy spawned.
Attempted escape is
Nice try, Saltron. You can't hurt me, it just tickles. I'm running out of AP. There we go. And I'm missing all the other things. Like right now I could be out killing Spooky Scorched for legendary drops and for the bags. I don't really need the bags anymore. I will do it a little bit later for the daily. Just so I can get more score points. I have almost all of my legendary perk cards leveled to 4. I just have 2 remaining. And I would like to get those, but I'm not super worried about it. Just as like an achievement thing, just for myself. I don't think there's actually an achievement for getting all your legendary perk cards. Rank 4. You see my health go down there a little bit, and it came right back up. It's magical. You need to die. You need to die. And you need to die. And a car for you. Come on. Sometimes it doesn't honor my click. I don't know if it's I'm stunned or something. I think it's what it is. It stuns me. I did make sure to have adamantium skeleton there. That way it doesn't cripple me. Which I think they can do. At least the melee ones. But being crippled is annoying. Because to get out of it, you pretty much have to heal yourself with a stim pack or a healing salve, and that's just... I'd rather not use those, and I'd rather not have to go through that mechanic. I wonder if I'm just slowing myself down by using VATS. I wonder if I could just... Because I do notice there is time to zoom in and time to zoom out. If I just... Go this way. Might be faster. Not using VATS. Certainly is less weird on the camera. I like that. Maybe I'll just stop using VATS. It's not like I have anything else to put in the perception stack. This is actually just fine. I like this. This is better. No more VATS for this. It's too zoomy. Every time it zooms in and out, it's like disorienting. So the reason I'm not doing Spooky Scorched right now instead of doing this is because novelty. I'm a big proponent of doing what is fun. I was getting bored with doing Spooky Scorched. It's like easy, you know, I know exactly where to go, what to kill. I was using nuka grenades to clear, you know, buildings full of them, like in the, like at Bolton Greens. I would just toss a couple nuka grenades and it would kill everything. So I didn't have to like navigate my way through the building and target the Spooky Scorch that was on the second floor waiting, you know, and then I could just loot generally and get everything in one shot. I do pick through the loot when there's a ton of them because pick up 15 weapons and weigh myself down. It does take a little bit longer to loot, but then it saves time later on when it comes to like sorting through and crunching and or dropping things on the ground. I don't have to worry about that anymore. And I have a macro on my mouse that basically lets me hit the space bar repeatedly, and I use that when I'm looting. So I just go to the bottom, hit the side button on the mouse, and it just does spacebar as fast as you can send it, and so it loots things very quickly. And then I have it sorted by value, which puts all the ammunition and stim packs and stuff at the bottom, and all the higher value things like weapons at the top, and then I'll just go to the very bottom and just hold my macro and it'll just go through all the ammunition and loot it very quickly. These guys are getting congested again. Let's go to the other end. I should have some popcorn, because I normally don't worry about food and drink.
Weapons hot.
But I probably should be using popcorn to slow down the degradation of my food and water stores. Hydration and my food's tidy. Wow, halfway there with a bladed weapon, pretty much. That's nice. 400. I was at 0, 2 or 3 with an improvised weapon because I had tested it like a while back to figure out that this sword would be good for that. Oh look, it's lowering in durability. Good thing I'm using Makeshift Warrior right here. Breaks 80% slower. This thing would be toast without that.
No quarter.
It would be giving me way too much downtime. So let me think. Is there a benefit? If I move points away from perception, I would gain 2 points back. I'm not getting XP, so putting it in intellect wouldn't benefit me. Can't put them in strength, luck, or agility. They're maxed out, I think. Oh wait. Maybe I could put in strength actually. Let's go do that. Let's run out here real quick. Though, if I'm out here, they'll probably be like, bad person, you're killing us, let's kill you. I know the refuge is safe, but to get there I have to run all the way back to the other end. I could probably, yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to put more points in strength. Let's run to the other end, go to the refuge, then I can port to my camp, change points around, and I don't know why I didn't think of that. That would give me more strength. Now, right now, I have 15 here, but if you look at the perk machine, I think it's set to 10. Because I have a +5 strength from a legendary perk card. But you can go to 20. If on the machine you bump to 15, and you have a +5 legendary perk card, that'll actually put you to 20 strength just from perk cards, the perk card system alone, before anything on your gear, before any, chems, before any food. Oh god, this is annoying. Alright, so let's go back to the camp. Yeah, basically every point of strength you can get is more damage when you're using a melee weapon or a heavy weapon. If I didn't put that to 15 already on the machine, I should do that and steal points from somewhere else to do it, because... Yep, look at that. I was down. It's not good. Let's, where am I going to steal that from? I want to steal 3 more points. I could get rid of this. It didn't go down because I didn't accept it. There we go. Alright, so I'm not going to use anything here. I'm going to leave that blank. 5. See that? Slot saved successfully. I don't think I have... Do I have a robot one? Is there a... I don't think there's a robot one, is there? I don't remember there being one. Maybe I could put refractor there. Let's grab 1 point of refractor. Just, you know, because I can. Put something in that slot. Have it be somewhat useful. That puts me at 495 energy resistance, which is insane. Okay, so that's good. That's good. That's extra strength. It's one reason why I'm low health build all the time is for this card. I'm damaged completely. Okay, ironclad, natural, okay. Now, do I need suppressor? I suppose I could steal it from this one, because I don't really need batteries included. I don't think I'm even using that. So let's steal from there. Whoops. Yeah. So now I have 28 strength. Very nice. Yes, that's even better. I can also do this machine to give me more strength. It's been a while since I've done a strength build, since I've been melee, so sorry for that noise from moving the microphone, or adjusting the microphone. So I'm sort of out of practice on how to build myself for strength. So like I need to go get more Psycho Buff, because I'm going to run out. I should probably put Chem Fiend back in so that lasts longer. But to do that, I got to get rid of something here. And I don't want to. Maybe I'll get rid of this. See how that works. See if not having adamantium skeleton is a problem. Don't know. The rest of this looks fine, and it looks like this. Your weapon will repair itself is sort of like stupid and not doing what it should do, or maybe it's such a low chance and it's such a low amount that it's like ridiculously. It's a ridiculous choice to try to use it. Is what I'm trying to say there. Let's see, how are we as far as gear goes? Okay, these need to be repaired. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and swap to my normal commando build. I'll go to my camp setup, which includes Fix It Good and Weapon Artisan. Repair these to 200% of their standard repairedness. And I think the weapon, oh, I can do that one too. Well, even with the makeshift warrior. God, I can't say that word, can I? the Mid-Ohio Hick warrior
Based on
comes
current
out.
number of registered naughty
Yo,
children,
warrior.
this unit is suffering from a
Let's grab all my things.
shortage.
Alright. I think I'm good. Let's make sure I'm not carrying... Actually, just strip down here. Yeah. 141. I'm no good for anything else. I can't do any ballistic damage right now. Because, one, I don't have a ballistic weapon on me. I can't do explosives. I'm basically built right now to kill robots, and that is it. I could probably swap that, too. Because I'm not built for XP, so put on my Secret Service undergarment. That'll give me even more damage resist. More strength. Now I'm up to 27. What was I, 28 before? I think my other thing dropped off. Now, if I were a carnivore, I would be eating all sorts of strength food. Speaking of strength food, what can I make? Anything? Or is that all meat? Let's see, plants. I know what that is. Now I'm looking for STR. And I completely forget what the strength food is. I could make fire cap soup, but I'm not really taking much damage. I'm looking right here for strength. Endurance is good, but I don't like it when it drops off. Wow, is there no strength food from vegetables? Ah, there we go. Simple fern flower tea. Okay, so that's one. Steeped fern flower tea. I wouldn't do that. That's too complicated to make. So, simple fern flower tea. Mutated fern flower. Is that the red ones?
Gathering presents, loading
blood leaf.
cheer,
Where are fern flowers?
unpacking,
Let me look that up
holly,
real quick.
jolly, subroutine, complete. Oh, oh, oh.
I think the little machine that makes okay, it's mutated fern flower, and it is Toxic Valley. All right. Yeah. Yeah. So what I need to do is I need to go in my forage build, and I'm going to be extremely weak for this. I hope I don't get attacked by a bunch of crap. It says Toxic Valley Mire. My camp is in the mire. And the Cranberry Bog. I don't want to go down there because that stuff down there is too ouchy. I don't have the map mod that marks locations. I think this is Aster, right? No, that's Toxic Soot. What does it look like? I'm looking at a picture here. Mutated fern. Where are they? I mean, I should be okay. I shouldn't take too much damage from things because I am using ricochet and I have lots of endurance, you know, and serendipity and stuff. Yeah, is this it? There we go. Mutated fern. Those little ones are what I'm looking for, the ones that are close to the ground. And annoying and hard to find. Mutated fern, mutated fern. They're both mutated ferns. Both the white and the blue. And yes, they're glowing, especially at night, because I'm using a mod that makes plants glow. because why not? It's awesome. Did I pick that one? I didn't. I guess I did. I don't know how many of these I need. Probably not this many. Okay, that is the fern thing, right? Does it show up here, or does it show up under the other one? Let's see. Drink. Raw. Mutated fern flower. 18 of them. Let's just try that. Let's try it and see what it gives us. I mean, the other one would be nicer, but the list of ingredients... Of course, I was passing aster plants all over the place. Let's just look at the ingredients again. Go to my camp loadout with a few clicks of a few buttons, which is awesome. Okay, so if I go to plants... So simple fern flower, yes, I can make 18 of those. Well, it'll make like several more. Honey, that's what I need. I would need to go collect more honey, and I don't have. Do I have my beehive up? I don't think I have the beehive out.
Report.
Oh, there
This
we go.
unit
Pop
attempted
one,
to
because I'm not-
decorate
so I don't have to eat as
local
much.
fauna with a Rudolph nose.
Yeah, I don't have the honey collector out at the moment because I wasn't really needing it. Which is annoying, I guess. So, I guess I'll just have just a little bit of strength buff. Go ahead and make all of them. I'll put some in here. Because this will become helpful later on. You know, if I'm going to do this long term, I guess for the other one I'll have to make the better strength one. Not gaining any, not getting XP doesn't make any sense to eat those. All right, so there's that, and then I'm not using VATS, so I don't need luck. 1 second, I'll be right back. Bio break. Okie dokie. So it's going to be really interesting when the new patch comes out and they've changed a lot of the cards' values and where they slot. Like they're going to move starched genes over to endurance and so forth. Some of these are going to just be single point cards, which is going to be interesting. You'll be able to slot more effects at the same time, which is nice. Once they do that, and I can do the power armor. The achievement for no weapons using power armor. Then what will happen is Ricochet will be doing all the damage, because in power armor it's like a monster unless they change it, unless they nerf it. But you can basically just stand there in power armor with Ricochet and a good amount of luck, and stuff will just kill itself on you, like choo 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 choo, dead. It's crazy if you look up some of the videos for it. I even tested it myself, and it was just crazy. Before I couldn't launch the PTS anymore for some reason, but that's a whole different issue. So what I'll do is I'll do this same thing in White Spring. I'll just stand there, just doing nothing, and all these enemies will just kill themselves on me. Not the third person. I forgot to get the Psycho Tats, didn't I? Here, let's go do that. I shouldn't do the outside here. Well, I'll just kill the ones near me. Oh, my character was idle too long. Good time to swap over. I didn't even notice. Because I have the volume down, so I don't have the sound coming. Oh, interesting. They're not seeing. I'm logging in my other character here. In my camp. Join public team. Can't hear it, but I'm on her killing some ghouls that were around my camp. Now these guys can hurt me a lot because, see that? I don't want to stand out here. Because the troubleshooter armor that I'm wearing doesn't diminish the damage that they're doing to me. Because they're humanoid. I would have to be wearing assassin's armor for that to work. Okay, I'll fight my way back up to the refuge. No new reservations? Really? I want to stay here. I'll go this way. Out the front entrance of the refuge. Or rather, the front connection between the refuge and the mall. I'll go to my other camp. Yeah, this alternate character that I have logged in now, I don't know if she's or not. Let me double check. And she's not sharing the things that she needs to be sharing because she's just not built the same way. She is an empath. Nice. Okay.
No. Everyone appears to have died. This
Okay,
is
so she...
terrible.
Hello. She has all the chems. She's the chemstress. So I need to find Psycho Buff. And let's drop... How long does it last? For 3 minutes? Boy, that's not much. Alright, let's just drop all of them. They like use a different... let's see, what else does she have? She has Psycho. She has Med-X, I don't care. Fury is good. Buff Tats will work. Buff Out will work. Okay, that's about it. Alright. Ugh.
You are not satisfied with
Stupid
your
things
gift.
attacking the camp.
This unit
While I'm here,
is
I'll go ahead and do a
not
trick-or-treat
authorized to make exchanges.
exchange.
Please contact your closest
That'll be required for the day.
Workshop for
And
further
her
inquiries.
over to mine real quick. Not seeing that, but I swapped to my other account. Let's just say, see how it's 1 now? Now when she trick-or-treats at my bowl, which I've swapped to the other account, and it's on my screen now, I can see it. I trick-or-treat on my home account. That should, yep, there we go. Now I'm going to bring her back to her camp.
This unit is
Double check his buffs.
in deploying the
I don't really care about Kindred Spirit. I do care about Well-Tuned, because that's AP regen. That really helps with
and jolly.
some of the perks. I'm going to send her into her vault, her shelter. That way she doesn't have enemies continually attacking now and then. Check my effects. Nope, it wasn't long enough. That's annoying. I thought I heard a little tinkle sound that says, "You've done this." But apparently, it hadn't played. And I'll be right back. Now, I heard that from the other room. I'm pretty sure that's the sound it makes when you're finished playing the instrument. Well tuned, there we go. Ah, stop covering my stuff. So I've got that. I need to take another company tea. I need to hit the machines again. I like getting buffed up. I don't like being combat compromised. I'm eating almonds. They're very yummy. All right, so luck, int, charisma. I don't need to worry about XP. I'm good there. So, let's get, I should probably take some of these, shouldn't I, because of the strength. So, company tea, simple fern flower, attack power. I'll take the psycho buff when I'm there. I have on a chemist backpack, so all the chems I'm carrying don't weigh that much. You can see all this right here is only 36 pounds. Okay. I think I'm good. Let's see. I have Eagle Eyes is taking 1 strength away. I won't worry about that too much. I'll be glad when Halloween is over and I can remove that noisy thing from my camps that plays the Halloween music.
Ambush. Ambush.
All right.
Defensive protocols engaged.
Check up. It's a lot of damage. 40 strength, not bad. Makes a big... Yeah, that's nice. Once adrenaline, these will be like one shot. Killing a lot faster.
Detected.
The hotel is not responsible for...
Now, I was just thinking, I should have troubleshooter on my weapon, but actually that, because it would do more damage, but then I would lose my vampire effect, and I really want to keep that vampire effect. Wow, it's an amazing amount of damage. I'd say the only thing that VATS really does for me is it keeps the target right on, keeps me right on the target. Okay guys, you can follow me this way. Oh yeah, let's take some alcohol too. Whiskey. I need more whiskey. And what I really should do is, to do this even more, I should put that charisma perk on that does, instead of suppressor, there's one that increases the effect of alcohol. Right there. So it's, I don't know if it's retroactive, if it'll reapply. Oh yeah, it does. Nice. So I'm gonna have to make some whiskey, or collect some whiskey from my other character.
Hostile.
God, that's amazing. It's almost like back up into unyielding point territory. When you're getting the plus 15 points of the special from using the unyielding armor. Yeah, now it's one-shotting. Once adrenaline kicks in, 46 is one-shotting the... That's amazing.
Sir.
Suppressor doesn't seem like it's even necessary. Especially for those gutsies, because they died in one shot. It's not like suppressor is going to really help much. Let me save the... That way I don't lose the setup. Just went in there and hit Shift 5, and that saved it to that slot.
Fire zone intruder. Identify yourself.
Ah, I should eat popcorn. I should keybind it. Let's put it on, let's put it on 5. Where are you, popcorn? Pass it. Pre-war food, right? Yeah. That'll help a little bit. adrenaline stacks probably dropped off. There's 1 stack. 2 stacks. 3 stacks. 4 stacks. And back to 5 stacks. We're at, where is it? I guess it would be at the top. Oh, nope. Whoops. It needs to be at 60% damage. There we go.
Cleared until order has been restored.
It would be really helpful if I had a Psychotats addiction. That way I could see it pop up in the lower right-hand corner.
Fugitive has
Let's see,
been
Psychotats. How long does that last? Psycho buff, less than a minute. I do have Chem Fiend, right? Yes, okay, good. Oop. It just dropped off. That's one reason I want Chem Fiend, actually. Let's, yeah. Or, Psycho buff, see how it does 65 max health? When that happens, it actually, when it drops off, your health drops off suddenly. It's really weird and unnerving. So yeah, I think I'll just avoid that one. I'll get the 25% extra damage. And, oh wow, my strength just dropped off, didn't it? Wow, that was a huge drop off. Is that because of the weightlifting thing also dropped off? Let's see. Strength boost, no, that's still there. Simple Fernflower tea is still there. Wow, just it dropped from 47 down to 37. That's crazy. I'll have to figure out why it did that. Now I'm not one-shotting the gutsies anymore.
hostile.
Is it really... Oh, the effect of alcohol, probably. Is the alcohol gone? How long does the alcohol last? I should probably learn that, because I'm not really an alcohol drinker in the game. Let's see. Vodka's 3. Wow. So now I'm at 40 strength. And the alcohol lasts 3 minutes. Wow, that's not very much. I'm gonna have to carry a crap ton of alcohol with me. The vodka is definitely the way to go. Because now I'm at 40 because of the effect of Party Boy. Getting 9 strength from that. Right? From the vodka. Or is that reflected in the it might be reflected in the tooltip, the effect of the card. Right, because I was at 37 and now it's 40, so if I look through here, there's 3 strength, 3, yeah. The card is affecting the numbers that appear here. So really the vodka, if it were on here, would be at 6. Yeah. It's funny, I'm just ignoring these enemies. Or the whiskey. If the whiskey were on there, it would be plus 6 strength. The other thing I could do is I could drink cola. Let's see if there's also perks that help that. Let's go down here. Do any of the colas buff strength?
No new reservations are being
AP,
accepted
bonus
at this
XP.
time.
Yeah, Twistwood. It has a chance to give you a special stat, and if you have the perk cards, it'll give you 3 special stats randomly. But it does take endurance points, so I sort of have those committed elsewhere. But let's see what it gave me. Look, we're looking for Nuka Twist. Charisma. Yeah. That's not what I wanted. Always learning. Always trying to learn. Always trying to figure out what does what. I tend to stagnate, which is bad. I have a certain build and I just run with it for like months. And I don't question it, I don't try to improve it, I don't try to do whatever. Because I just sort of get in a rut. Because I'm having fun. I'm having fun doing what I'm doing, so I don't think to change it to something else. But then when I'm doing this, I'm like, ooh, let's problem solve. Let's try to build this better. So that is its own kind of novelty and fun. I'm missing those one-shots.
Visitor.
Yeah, a lot of the perk cards that I'm using now I normally don't use, just because I'm normally a stealth commando build, and there's a lot of defensive things that I don't need to have equipped when I'm doing that. But then I'll also, yeah, see something fell off. What was that? What fell off? What dropped my health? I need to go figure that out, because that's like insta death if it drops way too low. I suppose I could get rid of some of my radiation and heal up and get closer to 20. 19.9. That's as high as you can go and still have nerd rage. And I think adrenal reaction continues even to... Now that's really disconcerting. Okay. Look at that. 529, 523. That's amazing for not having power armor. Sorry, I'm eating almonds here. I'm just looking through these buffs. Okay, so I finally got the psycho addiction. Except it doesn't have a different icon, which is going to make it so I can't tell when it's gone. Normally, what I do is I look at, how do I make that so it stays there? I can't. So you see the little red pill icon in the bottom right corner there? That tells me that something to which I am addicted, I need to take it again. And if I have multiple addictions, it makes it harder to know which one I need to feed, because, like, normally I would only have one addiction, and that would be to mentats. That way, when the red thing appears, I know, oh, time to take another berry mentats. That way I keep my int buff up from the berry mentats. This guy right here, right? But if I have two things that I'm addicted to, so if I look here and I see I have a psycho addiction and a mentats addiction, right here and right here. I would have to have a Mentats and a Psycho, but they don't stack, so I probably need to cure my addictions, which is really annoying. It's going to be annoying. Addict all. Alright, so I'll cure all addictions, so that little red pill goes away. Right? So, yeah, and that's going to cause the alcohol one to come back. Yeah, this is problematic. Because the alcohol one is professional drinker, and it takes 3 slots, right? Which is a lot of slots. I think that's down to 1 slot in the next version, but what I can do is I can go, and I lose a lot of resist there. I can try it like this. Now the other benefit of doing this way is I can put in Cola Fiend, which is, I think, yeah, Cola Nut. That, then I can drink alcohol like crazy. I can drink Nuka-Colas. I can go make a bunch of whiskeys at my camp. That way I get that strength up. And with, see how this Nuka-Cola twist gives me 2 charisma? With Cola Nut active, I can drink the same Nuka-Cola twist. Let's go find it here. And it'll get triple the effect. So one of these will give me 3 random buffs. So here they are. Int, Luck, and Charisma. Sadly, I didn't get Strength. But you could take another one that'll randomly give you 3 others. And it'll take these 3 away and give you 3 others. And what you can do is just sort of chug them until you get Strength. And the fact that you have this card here means you don't have to chug as many. You know, like, you don't have to chug one, it's in. Chug one, it's Charisma. Chug one, it's that. You know, waiting till you get the Strength one, you can just chug one, and there's about a 50-50 chance now that you're going to get Strength, because you get 3 at once, right? 3 times the beneficial. And now I can chug alcohol, and it's not going to ding me. It's not going to, like, make me addicted to alcohol. So I could go. I love the fact that it would give me unarmed damage, but well, I guess maybe not. Ooh, that might work for when I'm. I wonder if this applies to the ricochet when I'm in the power armor later on. Interesting. Okay, well, let's try this. Let's take one of those. Let's take something that doesn't change my health. So that would be Fury. I don't want my health to dip. Well, I'm getting up there. Alright, so let's also take another twist. See if I can luck out and get, Hi guys! Were you lonely without me? See if we got, Yes, I got Strength. Yay! Oh wow, there's a whole bunch of them. Come on guys, let's play! Ooh, yay, I'm one-hitting again. Yay! We're playing. We're playing Thwack the Robot. Let's see what's my special. 38. Wow. So 38's enough to one-shot the Gutsies. Interesting. Oh, back to 47. Would love to know what did that. Maybe other buffs have dropped off since then. It's sort of this delicate dance where you like grab all your buffs quickly as you can, so they're all stacking, so they all sort of expire at a certain good time, and then you have it like 30 minutes, you know, or in this case 10 minutes with the twist before everything drops off. They all have different expiration times, which makes it tricky juggling them if you want to maximize them. I generally don't try to. I generally just stick to long-term buffs, 30 minutes or higher. Oh, come Maybe I'm not one-shotting these guys anymore, sadly. Nope, because my strength is low. Let's see, what am I missing? Again, when I go in here, I'm just trying to figure out the dynamics of how all this works. What I need to do is I need to make a checklist. You know, drink this, drink this, drink this, eat this, and then go, 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 go. That way I'm not, you know, spinning my wheels, constantly looking. It's a lot of work, and I've done it before. Like when I'm farming West Tech, I'll have like a timer that I set. That way I'm following it. Don't close the door on me. It's like it gets clever and wants to defend itself by closing the door. Yeah, now it's not doing... It's not doing one shots. It's not really critical, it's just fun. It's fun to one-shot thing. I will have to break from this in a little while and go do real-world things like dishes and things. Real life. Yeah, I'm still not taking much damage, even without the those extra perk cards in there. So this is actually a really good setup for the strength buffs, you know. I will have to make a list, a checklist, after I'm done here. Before I come do this again, I will have a checklist in a spreadsheet up on my other screen. Then I'll be like, you know, check this, check that. Every 3 minutes, every 10 minutes, every 6 minutes, whatever it is, you know. There's the 30-minute buff, there's the X-minute buff, there's the Y-minute buff, then the Z-minute buff. It's nice to be able to get 2 of these achievements out of the way with one weapon, with one series of kills. It'll be less fun when I'm doing the blunt weapon, because it's like fewer little less brain candy, making it sending fewer endorphins for pleasure. I guess these guys don't cripple me, so that's good. I haven't needed the adamantite, adamantium or whatever it is, the perk card for negating all limb damage. So that's good to know. I don't need that. Make sure I've saved off what I'm using. Yes, okay, good. Shift 5 to save that off. What did I do in my perception? Oh yeah, energy resistance. Little charity leveling of, oh, look at him. I'll put you out of your misery. There we go. Reminds me of the video that was on Twitter of this jackal grabbing this little poodle or shih tzu or whatever it was out through the gate. And, you know, it's one of those... This is real life, you know. This is real animals killing other animals for food, and it's you have to sort of respect that, you know, because that's how they survive. They have to eat, you know. And so I saw it, and I sort of like, well, that's life, you know. And it's sort of sad for the pet owner, but it's like, well, that's what happens, right? Animals have to eat, and even if it's going to eat your pet, then it's going to eat your pet. If it's, you know, available and accessible to other wild beasts. And so it should probably bother me more than it does, but it doesn't bother me at all to see it. It's just like, well, yep, that's what that jackal does, right? That's his wiring. He needs meat. And I showed Lisa, and she's like, oh god, that's terrible. She doesn't like dogs that much, but even she was like, oh, that's terrible. I'm like, really? Is it? Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm a bit psychopathic when it comes to some things. If it was a person, I would be mortified. But it's a little shit dog, that's the yip yip dog, and I'm like, sort of secretly inside I'm giggling because, you know, it's a little shit dog. A yip yip dog with... There's a certain, I hate to say it, comedy with that. The account. Yeah, okay, so I'm good. Oh wait, you know what? Is she not sharing serendipity? No, she's not. Okay. Let me quickly log over to my other character, which will share serendipity. It's amazing that I haven't been taking more damage without it.
Compromised. Engaging.
I guess I'm fairly well built. It's the vampire effect with the ricochet is really just that strong. It's amazing. Alright, so she's on and she's gonna join. And she's already sharing serendipity. And now there it is.
And identify yourself. Law
Now we should see, yep, there's the animation for it. There's an, oh, that's ricochet. Come on, dude. Alright, I'm not waiting for you. Let's see. I don't have a timer, so I'm not paying attention to these buffs. So, what is it? Twist. Fury. I should probably look and see which, I have a bunch of magazines slash baubles that let me do more damage to robots. I should probably do that. Alright, that should be good for now. Oh, alcohol. If I have my foot pedal depressed, it doesn't accept the,
right there.
when I'm holding down this to scroll, it doesn't do it. So whiskey. I need to make whiskey. I need to get magazines for robot damage. It's like a little mini troubleshooter effect on a weapon. I don't think it's as powerful, but hey, I'll take it. Anything that lets me hit these things in fewer hits. Oh, note to self, use that with the power armor too.
Do not make any further escape attempts. Lawbreaker.
It'd be nice if there was a blunt improvised weapon. Maybe the baseball bat with the shit around it. I don't have one of those. The baseball bat with the metal spikes coming out of it. That would be improvised, right? Thanks for bumping me. I need to get addicted to the fury that I'm taking, so I see when it drops off. $17.5. Let's take a Brahmin milk. Try to get up to 20-ish. Okay. Then I'll eat some food and a piece of cake, and that'll knock me right below 20. Sort of dancing right below 20% health.
Intruder, identify yourself.
I need to do better research on which chem to use as well. I'm sure there's a better option. I suppose the one that buffs my health, which then when it drops off lowers me terribly and makes me, like, freaks me out for a moment. I guess it's not so terrible if that's all I have. It's just that moment when my health drops to, like, almost nothing. Like, oh, you now have, like, 5 health or whatever it is a little bit alarming for a moment. Let's try the other end here. Getting close with bladed. I might take a break after that. Maybe switch gears completely and go do my dailies and do spooky scorched and stuff. I won't be streaming that. I just wanted to stream this just because it was unique and sort of a novelty for me. I just wanted to remember it so I could come back and watch it if I, feel so inclined. I'll definitely want to have my spreadsheet worked out before I do the blunt weapon. Whether that'll be later today, probably not. It'll be sometime before the switch to power armor, most likely. I suppose I could do it in power armor. I do have... let me think this through. I do have a weapon that has plus robot damage on it. It's, I forget what it's called. It's like Mechanic's Friend or some weird name. That might pair well with power armor. So I could, in theory... I'll have to workshop it. I could just delay doing the blunt one until after the patch. Because I'll get the vampire effect from the legendary perk. And if I swapped... Thinking. It might be good to swap out 2 legendary perks. Keep taking one for the team, and then swap one of the special perks, the +5 special perks, maybe, I don't know which one of them, for the electric absorption. Because I will get the self-healing, but also keep this plus 40% damage. Which would work well for both the blunt weapon and the no weapon options. So many things to theory craft. I'm not big on theory crafting normally, I just like to pew, but this is sort of fun to me. I mean, ideally I'd have power armor with all troubleshooter in it, but my Union power armor is quite nice. It's all overeater, which is a straight 30% damage reduction, so it's sort of like troubleshooter, but for pretty much everything.
Up to and including if you remain in the area. This notice requires a
I just generally don't like power armor. It seems cumbersome, and sometimes it crashes my... Not the client, but it crashes, like, the in-game behavior gets locked. sometimes if I'm in first person, which is generally how I play. When you try to get into or out of power armor, it just locks up, and you're just standing there looking at your power armor through the first person view, and it's not doing anything. You didn't leave the world, nothing's crashed, it's just like the game hiccups and doesn't know what to do with your character because you're not looking at the right thing or something, I don't know. Let's see, how is our... Alright, so this is... Yeah, let's take some alcohol. Let's take some company tea. It's funny, I can just stand here and it just doesn't do anything. Fury. That should be good for now. Oh, and a twist. Let's see if I can get a good buff from the twist. Nope. Yeah, I could keep spamming them, but I don't want to burn through them. They're not hard to get, just not that important. On the one hand, it's nice that these aren't legendary and take longer to kill, but on the other hand, it would be nice if they were legendary and would give me lots of yummy legendary items.
At your
And if they explode, well, when they explode after they're dead, they don't hurt me at all because I'm wearing troubleshoot armor.
fugitive has been located. Commencing attack.
So basically, I guess the way it works here in the mall is if a robot comes out of a robot tube, a robot generating tube, from their main assembly area, at least in theory that's what happens, then they're going to be hostile. If they're just standing there all the time, and they're just a vendor, or if they're like an assistant thing that doesn't get generated repeatedly, then they're going to be hostile to me, but they won't attack me. Can't buy from them, but they won't try to kill me. How's my weaponry doing and my armor? Getting down there. Still pretty good. .22. Getting close. I am starting to get slightly fatigued. My brain is like, I'm starting to zone out. I forget what the meme is. There's a meme for like playing while you're asleep. But yeah, I could see myself going in that direction in the next 30 minutes. So I need to keep my brain active and engaged. And it has to be like, you know, fun, fun, I'm having fun, fun, fun. Because then the brain is happy and the brain is paying attention and I'm not falling asleep, but that's not going to last for long. After a while, it just becomes work. And your brain is like, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm not having fun. Make it stop. That kind of a reaction. No more combat puzzles. So I'm glad it's not like 10,000 kills. 1,111 kills is enough. I'll tell you what, it's going to be really sweet to basically AFK during the unarmed section when the patch comes out. I really hope they don't nerf Ricochet.
Your attempted escape
That would give me sads.
were for you.
Yeah, I think I can make it to 1,111
Please enjoy your flights.
without falling asleep. You know what? They might line up. I might be able to get both of those around the same time. What is that? 195? Yeah, I might just do both. Because they're one's higher than the other, but the other's achievement is higher than the other. So they almost line up within maybe 25 kills. So it might be worth just finishing this one out completely to get both achievements at the same time, or nearly the same time. Alright, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to run to the other end, let them run out. Again, my brain is starting to turn to jello, so I'm not thinking clearly. I'm not thinking strategically of how to make this more fun and less weird and congested at one end. Ooh, jerk. He knocked me on my butt. Good thing I have blocker. You know. Blocker.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning.
Oh, I tripped over a pebble. That's one thing that can happen. It's like the game has some weird lag to like getting stunned, and so all of a sudden you're just running, and all of a sudden nothing stuns you. It's just like some random stun at some weird moment for no reason. So it's like bleh. I think it'll show me when my gear starts to break or is broken, so I can just keep going for now. I tend to be proactive on my repairs, but I might just let it fail all the way, piece by piece now, just so I can not waste my repair kits. 160 more? No, 180 more. So one's 20 ahead of the other. Bladed weapon is 20 ahead. Kills pretty quickly. I'm killing about every 3 or 4 seconds on average, maybe 5 seconds. So 12 a minute, maybe 10 a minute. What's another
Perimeter movement.
18 minutes of this?
On hostile target.
So yeah, I'll be done in about 20 to 30 minutes. Spawns permitting. Now, if I were smart, I would put in the perk card that makes my armor take less damage, but I would have to give up something else that I want, like adrenaline, like five points in adrenaline. I really want that. That's really helping a lot when it comes to killing these things fast. Oh, the sleepiness is kicking in. I can feel it. I can feel it behind my eyes. My eyes are going, you want to sleep now. You want to close your eyes and just rest them. You've not been blinking enough while doing this, so they need rest. So it's time to sleep. Sleep. Okay, back to the other end. Don't get caught in a rut down there. Make them chase you. $166. $165. Maybe counting will keep me on 54, 63, 62. Ooh. Oh, it's way ahead. Oh, right, because it counts slowly. Right. So I have to kill 20 more, roughly, and then I'm done with these 2 achievements. Nice. Well, that woke me up. Now I'm, like, really psyched. I should be done with this in less than 2 minutes. Yeah, there's a lag. Like, the little thing alerting me how many I have there appears at, like, a regular rate no matter how fast you go. Damn, that was a big hit. But the real number is on here. So I'm at 994, so 6 more kills. So this thing on the screen is like over 100 behind. There we go. Yay, I did it! I was purposefully killing things there because I knew I was close there. Stop. Because I knew the refuge exit was right there. Well, that was fun-ish until it got boring and tiring. But I'm glad that's over. That's nice. I did a thing. Killed over 1,000, almost 1,000 robots in the span of 4 hours, maybe? Maybe less than that, 3 hours. Now I can put this weapon to bed. And I want the vampire's effect, so let's unequip it. And let's see if it gives me the vampire effect. Oh. To remove it from my... Let's do this. Let's put it in the stash. That'll remove it from favorites. Pull it back out. There we go. Now it's not favorited. And no learning. Okay. At least I don't need it anymore. I need to fix up these handmaids for my other characters. Quad suppressed, vampire suppressed. The suppressed is BS, but... Oh, right. That's... No. What am I thinking? That's not the suppression effect. The legendary effect. That's the silencer. Which I do want. So, chance to hit VATS, bonus critical VATS. Limb damage is bullshit. Perception. Mostly, I just want the quad on there, and then, you know, it's just... I just like the handmade weapon. It's just really pleasant to fire. Like if you, like if we just take one of these at random and equip it, and then grab some ammo. It's just really smooth. It's like, not 20. 120. So if I grab my normal weapon, which is my B2525 Prime Fixer, with Ultra Sight 45. Let's swap back over to my commando build. And then pop in my sneak DPS. So here's what the fixer is like. Let's say I'm in stealth and I'm shooting. See how bouncy it is? It's like just bounces up and down. And the recoil just makes me start to point up higher and higher and higher. Actually, what I should do is show you my quad. Where is it? Handmade quad explosive. So on my quad explosive, which needs to be this one. We also get some ultra sight ammo for it. So we have anglers coming. This would be a good time to show this. Let's set this to the quad. Set this to the other one. Or no, sorry. This should be the... No, too late. Alright, so if I go here... They're here because of that. There was an event here, taking out the leader thing. I think they just are lingering from that. And is like, see the weapon is like just blah, 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 blah. Annoying. They jump as much. It's very quiet. By comparison. Of course, test this on this spot again. See that? No recoil. No recoil. It's lovely. So when I'm in a public event and I need to spray this to just spray around and just tag everything, I don't have it going all over the place. You know, it's ever creeping upward, so I have to keep pushing down on the weapon to keep it aimed where I want it to go. It's very annoying. The fixture is great for like stealth, for movement, I'd say. That's probably one of its best features. That and the other effect is the stealth and shadows effect. The sneaking speed and the stealth and shadows, very, very nice. But I can replicate the stealth and shadows effect with gear. In fact, I have, if I swap to my unyielding art, I have two pieces here. Secret Agents, which is 25% less noise while sneaking, 25% reduced detection chance. I have two of... Oops, I'm being alerted. Okay. I have two of those. This one, SA. That's what the SA in the end means. And SA here. Then I have weapon rate reduction, and then safe crackers, which is BS. I don't need that. But, yeah, there we go. My brain is starting to get really tired. So let me repair this real quick before I shove these back in the case. Oh, that one was almost gone. I'm gonna do the same thing for. Oh no, I cannibalized that weapon, right? I don't need it anymore ever. Yeah, that one's fixed. Let's real quick. Let's fix this one with the proper ultra sight. Receiver. Prime receiver. Prime automatic. There we go. Let's see. What are the effects again? Aligned, forceful, perforating, right? Forceful, yeah. Right. With reflex and suppressor. All right, that's good. I thought I had set that one up. I'll have to set the other one up later. I have to take a break. My brain's fried. I like all the excite neurons are starting to fall back asleep because I did the big thing that I wanted to do for the day, which was get those achievements finished for the, for the long term whatever. They're down here. Kill robots with improvised weapon, and kill robots with a bladed weapon. There we go. These others I already did. I did the revolver one earlier today. I knocked that one out in that same area. I had been, like I said, doing it over across the way at Diachemical, and then saw a hint saying, hey, just go to the White Spring Mall. But of course, why didn't I think of that earlier? And then, of course, it was amazing. That should make the rest of these really easy to do. So I have to do robots with a sword. Robots with no weapon. Sadly, I can't do those at the same time because a sword is, not blunt. Black powder gun, that's not going to be fun. That's going to be a long time. No weapons equipped, that's going to be like a gimme. I'll be able to phone that one in. That'll be hilariously easy. But for now, my mouth is dry. I'm tired. I'm going to set myself up for my camp build and log out and go do something else for a while, like wash dishes in the dishwasher.